Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Repeat after me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. And light and joy and peace abide in you. I thought I'd do a little nervous system regulation video where we just realized this is a Course in Miracles lesson. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Where we just kind of repeat this over and over again. I was repeating this to myself last night while I was laying in bed. And I'm like, this would be a great video. Just light and joy and peace abide in me. As you're falling asleep at night, light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in us. This is not something, just a reminder, this is not something that we have to earn. This is not something we have to strive for. This is not something we have to beg for or anything that we have to do to get it. It's already within us because God has placed them there. Sometimes it's not like it's in a physical location, any of this stuff, God is everywhere. But sometimes it helps for me to visualize like where it is. And sometimes I visualize the light and joy and peace. It's like the inner peace. I imagine it like going down the center of my body for some reason. I've never heard this from anyone before. This is just kind of how I imagine it. So it's almost like when you think about aligning with it, like we get centered, right? We get centered. So it's like we have the light and joy and peace that's in us. Isn't there a song? The joy, 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 joy down in my heart. So the light and joy and peace that's in us, we're aligning with that. It's like we're getting centered. It's already there. There's nothing that we have to do to earn it, right? We just have to return to it and remember that it's there. There's really nothing here in this world that can take it away from us. We're not dependent on anything to give it to us or to take it from us because it abides in us because God placed them there. Light and joy and peace abide in me. I did another video about this. I'll put the card to it about this lesson. And I did EFT where I read the whole lesson. We did an EFT tapping. So if you want, go to that video. I'll put a link to it too. So after this, you can go to that one and you can do some EFT tapping to really embody the lesson. But we're going to do it. We're going to embody the lesson in this video too. This is some nervous system regulation. That's why I have the dog on my lap too, because that's part of nervous system regulation. Do you know what else is good for nervous system regulation? Is this is something that I like to do, and I saw an Instagram post about it the other day. Like she called it piddling around the house. Piddling. And she's like, I'm my best self when I'm piddling. And I'm like, that's what I do. I like to piddle around the house. There's something like that that's very regulating about that, like kind of fixing things up. Not like, I'm not talking about like huge overhauls of the house, but kind of like making things pretty, piddling around, right? That regulates the nervous system. Anything that helps us to go slower, that helps us to be calm, that's more peaceful. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. I had this realization yesterday where I was feeling good. And I think it was because it started because I was just feeling good. And I like reached out to somebody, or I actually sent an April Fool's text to two of my friends yesterday. And today I'm like, was it kind of mean? Like I thought it was hilarious at the time. I'll tell you about it. If you want me to tell you about my April Fool's joke, right below it, I'll tell you. Anyway, I digress, right? I was just in a good mood yesterday, and I felt like it was like funny. I was texting my family, like everybody seemed like they were in a good mood with me. Anyway, my point of saying all this is that I was having a good day. Like I was in a good internal mood, and then it did get reflected in my outside world. Like people were like laughing with me and like with me in it, and I thought that's so interesting. I was like going to sleep last night and I thought, that was a good day. I had a good day, and it was a little overstimulating, but it was a good day. And I was like, but I don't want my mood to be dependent on other people's moods because light and joy and peace abide in me. And I used to be like this, where it's like, there's something in the self-help, spiritual, manifesting world that makes us blame, like this idea of the inner creating the outer taken too far makes us blame ourselves for somebody else's mood, right? Or for somebody else's reaction to us. So we don't want to fall into that because that's not what this is about. Blame is a form of control. So when we think, or like this idea that disease is caused by something within you, like a blockage. I was just listening to an energy healer who was talking about all diseases caused by like a blockage in you. Well, yes, okay. Maybe to an extent that can be true, but there are other factors. We don't want to turn this into like blaming ourselves. We sometimes, like Course in Miracles says, sometimes the miracle is a shift in perception from fear to love. And sometimes that miracle is reflected in the outside world. Sometimes it's not. So like sometimes I think it always has an effect, but sometimes we're aware of it. Sometimes it's not, we're not, right? So light and joy and peace abide in us. It is not coming from the outside world. Yes, the light, joy, and peace that abides in us can be reflected sometimes in the outside world, but that is just an effect, right? We don't want to depend on it. You don't want to depend on other people's moods for your happiness. I did that a lot of my life. I thought if people didn't respond to me correctly, that I was doing the wrong thing. Or if I'm not perfectly healthy, it's because something I'm doing wrong. And that ends up to be a form of control. Okay, so light and joy and peace abide in us. Let's review some of the lesson. I've said this before too. It's like when we think that the world is giving us something, like when we think that our joy, our light and joy and peace is coming from something outside of us, when we think it's coming from the world, right? We are giving the world powers that it doesn't have. See, this is the realization I had last night. This is hard to explain, but say that the light and joy and peace that abides in you actually did create like a lighter mood in somebody. Maybe it did create, the miracle that is within you, the shift in perception from fear to love. Maybe you are seeing it reflected in the outside world. Like you see it in that the light and joy and peace that abides in you gave somebody a lighter mood or did something, that was really helpful. But what happens then when that happens and we become attached to that, we start to think that that is what gave us the light and joy and peace. So then we become attached to it. Does that make sense? So we want to realize that it always was within us and that we sometimes see the effects of it, but we don't want to be attached to the effects of it, right? Because when we become attached to the effects of it, we think that the outside world, it's just another way of thinking the outside world has power that it doesn't have, because we think it's like we think that we're getting our light and joy and peace from it. Like we forget that it actually came from us in the first place. Does that make sense? And it is true that when you see the world from this place, your perception of the world changes, your actions change. Like when you move from this place, light and joy and peace abide in me, you're entering a different world. You're entering a different world for yourself. How amazing is that? Light and joy and peace abide in me. And Star is so cozy because she knows that light and joy and peace abide in her and she can relax. Okay, so this is lesson number 93 in A Course in Miracles, light and joy and peace abide in me. Okay, so I'm just going to review. In the other video, I'll put the card for it. I'll put I read the whole lesson, but we're just going to read some certain lines from the lesson today just to get us in the mood. You think you are the home of evil, darkness, and sin. These are beliefs so firmly fixed that it is difficult to help you see that they are based on nothing. Today we question this, not from the point of view of what you think, but from a very different reference point from which such idle thoughts are meaningless. These thoughts are not according to God's will. There's these weird beliefs He does not share with you. This is enough to prove that they are wrong, but you do not perceive that this is so. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Why would you not be overjoyed to be assured that all the evil that you think you did was never done, that all your sins are nothing, and that you are as pure and as holy as you were created, and that light and joy and peace abide in you? I love this as like a mantra, a running mantra throughout the day. I was doing it in the car. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Your image of yourself cannot withstand the will of God. So whatever you think you are, if you think you are full of sin, or if you think you are ugly, or if you think you are, whatever it is you think you are, that cannot withstand the will of God, which says that light and joy and peace abide in you. You can't change it. You think that this is death, but it is life. You think you are destroyed, but you are saved. The self you made is not the Son of God. Therefore, this self does not exist at all, and anything it seems to do and think means nothing. It's nothing. It is neither good nor bad. It is unreal, and nothing more than that. It does not battle with the Son of God. It's like, don't battle with it. There's like a counseling technique when you think about all the things that you're holding, all the emotions, all the thoughts, all the unhelpful load, and you just realize that you're carrying it. It's a suitcase or it's a backpack. It's on your back, and all you simply do is put it down. You don't have to fight with it, right? We don't deny that there's darkness in this world. We don't deny that there's evil in this world, but we deny its power over us. We don't interact with it. We quietly, it's almost like, I was listening to Pam Gregory the other day, and she was just talking about like quietly like leaving the system. You opt out. You opt out. Like whatever you think about that, right? But she kind of was talking about, well, the system in general. She was talking about politics too, like left versus right. Like you come to a point where it's like you realize that none of it's actually working. So you opt out. Whatever you believe is fine. But okay. It is neither good nor bad. It is unreal, nothing more than that. It does not battle with the Son of God. So we stop battling with it. And it's true, like war, any kind of thoughts of war, like we're warring within ourselves sometimes, right? We want to put it down because war creates more war, right? So like we cannot, what was the Albert Einstein quote? The solution doesn't come, it comes from a very different energy as the problem. That's totally not the Albert Einstein quote, but something along those lines. You can't, fix something with the energy with which it was created, something like that. Okay, so it does not battle with the Son of God. I get off track. It does not hurt him nor attack his peace. It has not changed creation nor reduced eternal sinlessness to sin. You have nothing to prove. That's true too. You have nothing to prove. And love to hate. What power can this self you made possess when it could contradict the will of God? This is not the will of God. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Over and over, this must be repeated until it is accepted. It is true. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Should we bang on the desk? Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Nothing can touch it or change what God created as eternal. The self you made. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to read the whole thing. Salvation requires the acceptance of but one thought. You are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. Whatever evil you may think you did, you are as God created you. Whatever mistakes you made, the truth about you is unchanged. Creation is eternal and unalterable. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. You are and will forever be exactly as you were created. Light and joy and peace abide in you because God put them there. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Then try to devote at least a minute or so to closing your eyes and realizing that this is a statement of the truth about you. I love that. So devote a moment or so to closing your eyes and realizing that this is a statement of the truth about you, that this is the ultimate truth, that light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Try to devote a moment or so to realizing that this is the truth. You can, light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Get in touch with that. You almost don't need to always feel that it's true, but sometimes we can't feel that it's true, right? But we can remember and ultimately know that it's true, especially if we feel that we've embodied it before. You can do much for the world's salvation today. Remember, you are an organic part of the universe. So when you are peaceful, part of the universe is peaceful. You do your part to create world peace when you feel peace. You can do much for the world's salvation today. You can do much today to bring you closer to the part in salvation that God has assigned to you. And you can do much today to bring the conviction to your mind that the idea for the day is true indeed. Light and joy and peace abide in you. So whatever's going on around you, right? There's nothing to take personal. Other people's moods you're not responsible for, because light and joy and peace abide in you. So whatever you're seeing in the outside world right now, like as a whole, or whatever you're seeing in your personal life, whatever you're seeing, you could be seeing joy, you could be seeing peace, you could be seeing boredom, you could be seeing chaos, you could be seeing hatred, you could be seeing pain. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in you. You could be seeing fear. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter, because light and joy and peace abide in you. Light and joy and peace abide in you. So let's try breathing in and breathing out. So go ahead and breathe in light and joy and peace. And breathe out, abide in me. Light and joy and peace. Abide in me. We're regulating our nervous system. Light and joy and peace. Abide in me. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in you. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in us. Our sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Okay, so I hope this was helpful today. Go ahead and subscribe if you want more videos like this to be reminded who you are and that light and joy and peace abide in you. And I will talk to you soon. Peace and love.